Sometimes life is about risking everything for a dream that no one can see but you. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do we got going on with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Right? Wow, 3,400. Looking like we could drop even lower and be testing 3,000. I mean, man, got you thinking, don't it? But at the same time, it doesn't quite seem right, you know? I mean, the fundamentals are great. I mean, we got more adoption than we've had in years. Everything always seems like it's on board and moving forward with Bitcoin and a lot of these cryptocurrencies. Yeah, we've had some scammers along the way. We've had controversy as we've had hard forks and name steals and everything else. But at the same time, you know, what's going on with the market? Why are we looking at it dropping down like this? What's happening? When is it going to be turning around? I mean, a lot of people are asking that. A lot of people are saying, you know, I bought in last year at 15,000, 16,000 because they FOMO'd, right? They FOMO'd into crypto. And then they sat there and they listened to everybody and they bought every dip all the way down. Now they're thousands of dollars invested into Bitcoin and they're sitting here and they're saying, did I get duped? You didn't, okay? This is what makes strong hands. This is what's going to make the difference, is the people that can continue to hold cryptocurrency, the people that can see, hey, even if we do go down to 1,500, I know if we go to 1,500, I will do everything I can to pick up at least 2 or 3 Bitcoins. So we got somebody over here hanging out on the sidelines that I think is just as enthusiastic about cryptocurrency as I am, and is going to sit there and tell you, don't sell a single bit of any of your crypto. No matter if it's an altcoin, no matter what it could be, don't sell any of it, all right? That's what they want you to do, and if you're out there doing what they want you to do, it's only so they can turn around and try to sell it to you again later for more money. What do you got going on over there, Samantha?
Good evening, everyone.
So are you happy to be out of work?
Pretty happy. Yeah. I mean, it's also not freezing, like really cold today, so I'm also pretty happy about that.
So what do you think about this price?
I mean, it sucks. It's not awesome, but in the same aspect, I mean, no one guaranteed us any dollar amount. No one guaranteed us a time frame. You know, there is no guarantee. So, I mean, you held out this long.
Yeah, but do you think that you have the right to be mad? You know, because you had expectations, and right now it's not living up to what your expectations are, or what people told you the expectations of cryptocurrency were.
That's kind of an immature, like, outlook. I mean, are your expectations, I mean, of life in general,
or you know, to be the naysayer?
I mean, just
let's see what it looks like.
To say that you're not, you know, Lambo, and that's the problem, and that you're really mad because that's your right. I mean, so you told yourself that was your right. I mean, no one said it.
So to sit here and naysay is to be like, when's Lambo? Because if you're really like into cryptocurrency or Bitcoin especially, and you're like looking forward to a future where money has a better representation, because I mean, the word real is kind of tossed around, but I mean real is in the sense that it's not printed out of anywhere, that it's actually backed by something. The fact that it is able to be sent from, you know, Allison to Bill to Carl without someone else getting in the middle and muddying it up and trying to get their hands on a little bit of the money while they rent seek off of not actually doing anything besides getting in the middle of Allison to send money to Bill to send money to Carl.
I mean, it's one thing if you were involved in some kind of a scam. If you actually fell for somebody saying that, yes, I will make you a millionaire. Okay, be mad at that particular person, but you can't be mad at cryptocurrency. Like, at no point did anybody say Litecoin was going to 1 million and that Bitcoin was going to 1 million and was for sure about it. I mean, I don't have a real problem with it because I am a wait and see kind of person anyways, and you're misery. So, I mean, I mean, strong hands are just kind of built into the daily life system already. So it doesn't bother me all that much. But yes, I can see people that were really thinking like, I have won the lottery, and now they're feeling like they haven't.
I guess I understand that. I guess being in a situation where you were financially better, like extremely better off than where you were, and you didn't take any off the table, and now you're sitting here looking at it and you have regret, like lots of regret. Because I mean, I guess for us, we've always been poor, so yeah,
we're a make ends meet kind of family.
At any point in time during the high, we did take some profits, and what we didn't take of the profits, it was imaginary money in our head, like because we put a dollar value on the ideal of how much cryptocurrency you own, and now you got to put a different dollar value on it. But the cryptocurrency is still the same. I mean, one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin.
Yes, I mean, like, just like, it was 700 when we got in, and, it got up to 20,000. I mean, the same Bitcoin is going to be worth $1 million here at the end. I mean, just how long does it take it?
All right. Well, I guess let's pull up the screen share. Let's see what's going on. I think we've probably been out here live streaming long enough to be able to pull some people in. Hey, I know it takes a minute. That was why I had started off with the cup of coffee and the quote in the beginning, because it takes a minute to get people to pop out here. And YouTube's not really on my side because I don't have thousands and thousands of followers, so that live chat notification don't pop up.
Nobody's bell is jiggling.
Yeah. All right. So, as I was saying, please don't be disappointed, people. I don't want to say buy the dip because that's just old and cliche at this point in time. It's just you get more bang for your buck with Bitcoin at this price. And, if we're looking to a future where you're trading Bitcoin to be able to buy your bread, milk, and eggs, this dollar value has no real representation on that sort of a concept. This is just a little blip on an entirely long time frame with lots of days, months, and years in the process. All right, so here we go. $3,414. That's down 2%, down 14% on the week. We got XRP coming in at 30 cents. That's down 2% in the last 24 hours, down 16.55 in the last week. We got Ethereum dropping below that $100 support line, coming in at $93 right now. That's up 2.5%. Getting real wonky last night, down 17.6% right now. We got Stellar Lumas coming in the number 4 spot at $11.04. That's down 2.6%. That's down 27.26%.
11 cents, not $11. 11 cents.
Yeah, 11.4 cents. All right, it don't matter. Everybody knows if Stellar Lumas were $11, I think we'd have people jumping up and down for joy. Let me see. We got Bitcoin Cash. We got a lot of news on that, or a little bit of news, some lawsuits, I guess, between Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. You can see them right there, back to back.
Close, yeah.
Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. Satoshi's Vision was ahead of Bitcoin Cash yesterday. They've been switching back and forth here from, I guess, what's going on. I don't own either one, so I mean, I'll talk about it. I'll cover the news because I keep my eye on the horizon. But as far as what's going on here, it is another. I mean, it's another one of those things where, I mean, the market is so completely irrational at this point in time. I mean, I hate bashing other cryptocurrencies. It doesn't do any good for my YouTube. That's straight up for real. But Satoshi's Vision, I mean, even with the talk of 1 terabyte blocks, I mean, unless we're really looking at the ideal of data storage and internet speeds and all of this, like multiplying by 10 and 100 in the next 5 years, I just can't see this working. We're also seeing a lot of news about Bitcoin Cash here and what's going on. All right, but let's move forward. That's $103 on Satoshi's Vision, 105 on Bitcoin Cash. As you can see, down 43, up 9. We got EOS, $1.74. You ready to buy some, Sam?
Man.
That's down 5.8%, down 39.5% in the last week. We got Litecoin coming in at $25. Boom. That's down 5.7%.
I remember $25 Litecoin.
Down 21.44%.
Oh, wow. I didn't look at this before this.
I know, that's why I was having that nice, wonderful, inspirational speech.
Oh, super.
All right. As you can see here, did somebody? Hey, we just got another donation. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much to our new donator.
Woo!
It's probably in the chat. I know you're probably telling us. We'll look at that in a moment. Let me run through the spiel here. I'm super happy with these prices down. I had absolutely no intentions of anybody giving us any money. That had to be really hard on you to be able to do right now. I know that I'm skipping on giving anybody any money or doing anything like that. Thank you. $78.95 near a $700 goal. We're trying to get out there and spread Bitcoin awareness. I know it's hard while the money's down like this. There's also a PayPal address down below that you can donate money to, and I deduct it from the overall value because, as I like to tell you guys, this is a nonprofit. We're not putting any of this in our pocket in any way whatsoever. All of this goes back to this channel, which is supposed to bring people around to understand who me and Samantha are and how we're really out here trying to spread Bitcoin awareness. We think that ultimately Bitcoin is the future of money, and we believe that Bitcoin is going to revolutionize people's lives, especially the earlier you can go ahead and get in on it. And education is the key to this. So just, you know, anything we can do to get out there and tell people about Bitcoin, turn them on to Bitcoin, or at least let it hit their ear so that in a month or two when it hits their ear again, they'll go and investigate it on their own. We went to the Electric Daisy Carnival in Orlando. We passed out flyers there with embedded QR codes with tools to get them started on cryptocurrency. We're looking to do the same thing at the Forbidden Kingdom. It's going to be in Boca Raton, February 16th and 17th. It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to get as much video and, you know, pre-recorded stuff and photos and all of that kind of stuff and make slideshows like I did with the last one. See if I can go even bigger and make even more this time.
You might DIY a totem or something. You know, you never know.
Right, get photos of me out there with a totem with the Bitcoin on it. But I mean, you know me, I love Bitcoin, and we're going to do everything we can to support it because, I mean, even with these prices being this low, it just means that there is another person out there right now that hasn't gotten into Bitcoin that is capable of getting enough Bitcoin at an affordable price that when we go to the moon, their life will be changed.
Yes.
And hopefully that person that's picking it up right now is the 9 to 5, the I can't save $1,000 because society, fiat, the world, the way the man oppresses us through hourly wages.
Damn the man.
Damn the man. All right, let's stop the screen share. Let's pull out the backyard. Oh, look, there's Kalita sitting on his post. And let's pull up the chat and see what we got going on. Stealing a little of your coffee.
I see how it is. That's cool. Thanks.
I drank half mine before we got out here. What can I say? Good evening, you guys. Thanks for coming out here and joining me. Like I keep telling you guys, to catch these evening shows, I can't predict it. And you got to hit that notification bell down there. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up and the like on this video, it'll help other people be able to find us and join us during the live stream. As always, Samantha's here on the sideline, so please go ahead, put your comments, questions, and all of that into the chats. The main reason she's here. You know, we like to make the show very interactive. We are here to answer your questions. We're here to talk to you. And I guess right now, during times like this, we're here to help reassure you. We're here to tell you that, you know, the price of cryptocurrency may be down at this moment. And you may be looking at, you've lost a fortune potentially, or, you know, what was potentially a fortune because you didn't take your profits or whatever. It's temporary. You know, I mean, unless for some reason, you know, you can't make your mortgage this month because of it, then you made some really bad decisions. And I'm hoping you learn from it and you're not going to put yourself there because you're having to cut your losses and take a loss. But if you're not in that kind of a situation, then you're just adding undue stress on yourself. You know, you're thinking about how my cryptocurrency isn't worth X amount of dollars at this exact moment, and it should be worth X amount of dollars, and therefore I don't have as much money as I think I should have. There's a lot of thinking there, right?
So what I'm assuming.
Yeah, and you know what they say about assumptions? You know, asses, you and me.
But yes, Paul Rublo is the one who sent the small donation. Yeah.
Paul Rublo, my man.
We love you. Andy Anderson says he missed us. We missed you too. That's why we're doing it.
I know we were trying to get out here yesterday, but we got held up too long and at the factory or whatever. Today we actually got out a little early. It was kind of nice. They brought in some new people. Even though I'm not a supervisor, I took charge. I was like, you, and you, come with me. Let's get the work done. And we got it done, and we got out early. So I was able to get over here and get you an episode, get out on air, get a cup of coffee, get a little bit of news. You want to get into that, Samantha, or you got some more in the chat you want to talk about?
Andy Anderson says, buy more Bitcoin. It brightens your day. And he says 21 Bitcoin is becoming more attainable. Yes. Yep. Norm says, will there always be a Tether USD or any other dollar to BTC? I was afraid to put my Bitcoins into USDT.
Yeah, in the tether.
Yes, when it was 15,000 because of all the tether FUD beginning of the year. I mean, that
all
is
right.
what, yeah.
Tether's here. Tether has stayed fairly stable up until recently. There was a small blip where they dropped down 5 cents.
Yes.
So, I mean, unless you're looking at $50,000 or more, you're not really looking at too much of a potential loss. But now there's dozens of stable coins out there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when people have been asking me, you know, if I'm going to recommend a stable coin, the Gemini dollar is what I've been recommending as the stable coin of choice for me personally, even though I don't go into stable coins. I'm not in any stable coins right now.
I mean, that is what they're designed for, is to just, you know,
they're
be
insured.
in limbo.
Yeah, they're insured. They're at a lot of exchanges now. You can hold them on your ledger, right?
Yes, I'm almost positive. Yes, yes.
So.
Yes, he says now, Norm says now I regret not doing so. I know.
Yeah, but then
looking back,
at what point,
hindsight is not your friend.
At what point would you have jumped back in? You know, would you have known enough to wait all the way till now? Because there's been a few different spots all the way down where it looked like it could have rebounded and went back up. Or what about when we just consolidated and moved sideways for 2 months?
2 or 3, yeah. It was a decent little chunk there.
So, I mean, a lot of people were thinking that was the bottom. Would you have bought back in then? You know, just to turn around and lose? You know, that's the problem, is it's hard to time the market and know when the bottom is. You know, is it now? Are we going to touch 3,000? If we see 3,000, are we going to go to 15?
Oh, Eddie Anderson says, sounds like Sam could use a hot toddy. I've never had a hot toddy. I know it is some kind of hot alcoholic drink. But a hot toddy tonight. I am slightly stuffed up.
I know, she made me stop and buy her Sudafed. I told her it's all in your head. If you think you're fine, then you'll be fine.
Whatever, dude. Andy can hear me without me saying nothing. I can't breathe, bro. Okay? It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. We work in a cooler, so that's probably what's wrong.
All right, here we go. Let's get off with a little bit of news, see what we got going on. The title, right? You guys are all wondering about that. Free crypto from an exchange. Well, apparently this guy in Brazil,
Bitcambio, which is how I would go with it.
Bitcambio, if you wanted to go look it up. Or you just type in Bitcoin news. It shows up in that little scrolling list across the top. I don't know. I would fight this one, or I would try to do something. We're looking at a user. The exchange accidentally sent him about $35 million for what was supposed to be $127 withdrawal, which was like 500 real tokens.
Yes.
I think I've seen them before, but I don't know what they are. I think I remember some Brazilian flag behind the name or something in the image.
So
I don't know.
500 tokens.
Right.
Become a crap load.
Right. $127 turns into $35 million.
I mean, wow.
Well,
I mean, I kind of understand what the dude is coming from. Okay, we don't know how to Nunes, whatever the guy's name is. I mean, how he didn't really want to respond and stuff. I wouldn't have either, because I would have been thinking some shady crap too.
All right, so shortly after this happens, the exchange starts trying to call him and email him and get in contact with him. And they didn't actually say in the article, but I'm assuming they froze his account, because they're not talking about him being able to take this money and get out with it and go exchange it or send it to a private wallet. Yeah. He didn't actually get this money. They want him to go to a notary and to sign a document that they are emailing to him, giving the money back.
Yeah, it's like
saying that there was a bug or an error that they have publicly admitted to, and that's what caused them to accidentally send the funds to him. At first, I guess he thought that it was possibly some hackers trying to get his identity or do something with his identity. Then he thought that it could have been a malicious employee looking to scam him. And then I guess eventually, through going through a talk forum about Bitcoin and somebody on the forum being from the exchange or the admin or their supplier or something.
Yeah, he was tied to it.
Explain to him that, you know, it was real, that there is a bug with their problem. They, you know, they fixed it, this and that, and
yes,
I guess they're working through it.
And then it was that he needed to go to a notary because it was like a transaction canceling agreement or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, he doesn't actually have the money. It never said that. It's just I guess it's like literally just stuck because I'm sure, yes, they did freeze. I mean, that's what you would assume is that they instantly froze his account and then tried to get a hold of him to. And I mean, they're saying that he'll be compensated for, stuff, time, travel, whatever, to get to the notary.
I'd play hardball on the long game. You'd see me sit on that for like 3 months and be like, nope, nope, nope. And then I'd be like, 10%, I'll go sign it. All right, then. I mean, I'll just let it sit there. I mean, you didn't do nothing. There's $35 million sitting in your account, and they really, really want it.
I see. I would have to like uninstall the apps and do whatever. I would not be able to look at a wallet or something that said 35 million that I couldn't get to. It would be like, what?
Take 100K. 100K, it's yours.
Right? Come on. Obviously, you got
they're talking
it.
about helping him pay for his time and compensation to go to the notary.
Yeah, what is that? I mean,
$100, $200.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Brazil is, but I mean, it can't be like real far away.
Yeah, I mean, I would be starting at 50 to 75K at least. It's 35 million.
There should be some pain and suffering in there. Like you knew you had it. I had to suffer.
I seen the screen say 35 million. Okay, I really want it.
It's really painful.
You have no idea how bad this hurts.
I'm doing this under distress because you have my shit frozen. Okay, so this Crypto Shrugged author is here now.
Hey, buddy.
He says good evening.
The tallest man in crypto.
Yes.
As Adam Meister likes to call him out for.
And Paul Merlot says that we all could use a hot toddy.
Yeah, with these kind of prices.
I know, isn't that an old lady
I guess
drink?
it just matters, I mean, how long you've been in crypto. When you bought, when you've held, what you've been here for. Because that perspective is everything, right? So...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yes, it's kind of like that, like family heirloom type thing, where it's like you've held it for forever. Are you gonna bring it to the the antique roadshow and see if it's actually worth anything?
All right, so we got another news article. This one's actually coming out of Florida here. Florida-based United Investment Corp. I mean, there was no creativity in that name whatsoever.
None.
Well, they went ahead and they filed a federal lawsuit against a slew of people. I mean, we're talking Roger Ver, Bitcoin.com, Bitmain, Jihan Wu, Kraken Exchange, a couple core developers, and like a bunch of other like companies and people saying that a lot of stuff about Bitcoin Cash, pretty much that they centralized it, that they manipulated the price, that they moved mining power that was from mining Bitcoin to mine their separate fork, and that Bitcoin ABC was actually a completely separate cryptocurrency that was like the blockchain was introduced in lieu of what Bitcoin Cash really was, and they put mining power to it, and then also like their own funds and everything to manipulate the price and have it take the place of it and get the ticker of BCH, causing, I mean, they're also saying that they fraudulently colluded to centralize the networks and that they got unjustly rich through the process of this conduct. The lawsuit's pretty much trying to ask them or tell them or whatever to take away the checkpoints for transactions that they've added, and then to be able to make it so that there's no steps that make it so they can't go back to the way that they were, like the way Bitcoin Cash was, and that they want to move them back to the way Bitcoin Cash was and undo the ABC stuff.
Wow, good luck with that.
Yeah, right. I mean, as far as I know, in cryptocurrency, you can't make anybody do anything.
Yeah, that's half of the problem and the awesomeness. And I don't know what that was, but that sounded very large.
Well, if there's a bear that comes out, just start running.
Hey, you guys might have an opportunity to see me. seriously, that was really loud.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So let us continue on. Stop thinking about it.
Well, it was.
It's like, wait.
Okay, so Paul Rouleau says that he's been here since January, that he's used to seeing red. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of the upside to getting into it this year.
See, I mean, I guess we were just, I can only talk about my own perspective and what I've done. That's why I'm always trying to invite you guys on here to join us from your perspective, from how, things work. See, when I got into cryptocurrency, there was like a small period of time where the price wasn't shooting up and down. The price was anywhere between the 550, 600 up to the $1,000 mark. So, I mean, in comparison to what we see now, that's not really as big of a deal. So I was able to collect cryptocurrency, and then we seen the run up. And then it's been this ride down, and it's, I've held strong through it as best I can, with the financial means I have to provide. But at the same time, it sucks. Like, I mean, for some reason, in the beginning, I thought it was going to be this long period of time until cryptocurrency, like, was actually something that people used all the time. But the run up, it distorted my perception of the situation and made me believe that time was sooner. And now during this downtrend of the financial, crypto market, I've started to come back more to that perception of, we are 5-10 years away from total mass adoption and people really using cryptocurrency alongside with credit cards and fiat cash, and it all having an equal part of the market, kind of.
I mean, yes, it did feel like when it started shooting up so much, and there were so many ICOs and all of that. I mean, it just seemed like global adoption was happening like instantly, and it really wasn't.
Yeah.
Sadly, it was a bunch of scammers and a bunch of people that just wanted to get Lambos and be rich real quick, and I mean, that was half the problem. It is what it is. Paul Rouleau says, beware of the fierce mammal, the large fierce mammal in the woods. I know. I don't know. After we're done, I'm gonna go make him go over there and look. That was very large of a noise, but who knows?
I'm not hearing anything. We're fine.
Yeah, right. Birds make it.
All right, move on.
Norm says, 2018 equals crypto black year mixed with all-time high manipulation. And he says, I'm going to go, I go driving just to see green traffic lights. There you go. Get yourself some green.
I mean, we got to be moving forward as we get closer to 2020 with the Bitcoin price. I mean, you'd be looking at how many miners would end up eventually. I know, I see the cat over there.
Yeah, but
eventually going out of business. I mean, you're going to cut the reward in half. They're going to get half.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, who's still going to have the ability to sell? Who's still going to keep pumping the price downwards by then? There has to be a point where we reach maximum saturation of selling.
Right. Where no one could think, I am literally going to get rich. Like, as soon as I hit sell.
When everyone's lost enough money.
We have nothing in the chat.
Well, if you guys got anything you want to talk about, I don't have any more news articles. I mean, we've seen all kinds of stuff. We've seen that the Venezuelan president was saying that the only way you're going to be able to buy Petro in 2019 is going to be with the Petro.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard sell. I mean,
if you just make it mandated, then I guess these other countries that want the oil, and especially if they can actually start giving it at a discounted rate.
Yeah, but
America's not going to be okay with it.
So what are we going to do? Like, go, see how Saudi Arabia is hanging? Like, I mean,
how can we stop them unless we use force? And I don't know how American people are going to feel about invading them for using cryptocurrency. I mean, that's kind of a hard sell.
Wouldn't this be like a UN issue at that point? Because you would need to have a consensus of an action.
But it's the fact that the American dollar is supported by oil because you can only buy oil in US dollars.
Yes.
So pretty much we're the ones that are going to care. And America thinks they rule the world and try to police everybody. So we're going to be the first to jump towards it. The UN, yes, that's where you would think that you would go with something like this, but that takes years. They're not as mad as we would be.
Yeah, that's true. I guess. I mean, see, I don't know. Yes. Crypto Shrug Doctor said, didn't Maduro talk about the gold-backed petro next? That would be, I mean, why not get all of the natural resources backed by a petro?
I mean, to me, it just sounds like it's going to be a digital form of fiat. I mean, because, supposedly, I mean, America's backed by, I mean, everyone likes to say debt, but I guess it's supposed to be America and the resources and all of that other stuff. Well, I mean, you would think that these third world countries, their only value in their money is their exports.
Yes.
Their natural resources. So then you'd be seeing these little third world countries running around making a cryptocurrency instead of fiat.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see it being bad. I mean, it leads them, it would get people on board towards cryptocurrency. Once you get into cryptocurrency and you understand what's going on with cryptocurrency, then the avenue into Bitcoin would become even easier. And that's a plus. And then maybe in some way you would be able to keep better tabs on fiat currency where you really can't with the paper.
I mean,
when you start trying to investigate like how the government is actually spending it, I mean, you're off in la la land right now. So you're trying to think of, they're going to manipulate it to their benefits. They always do. That's how things work. The 1% control the 99 by keeping them ignorant and forcing them to spend all of their time at a job, making them money so they can't wake up and become realize what's actually happening in the situation. Because if they did, they'd stop. Because life is supposed to be about enjoying it with your family and your loved ones and only having enough to survive and get through. Not everybody is supposed to have massive amounts of luxuries,
Well, Crypto Shark Doctor is saying that he is trying to talk his wife into a visit there. I'm sure Brazil is beautiful, but hey. And Norm asked, Eugene, do you invest in gold and silver physically?
Nope.
We have some silver. I mean, but
not really a lot.
Not a lot. I mean, like probably under $100 worth of silver. Mostly things we're like, ooh, cool, this is silver. Yes.
Nope, I'm 100% crypto. 100% Bitcoin, pretty much.
Yes. And Crypto Shrug Author says he has an employee that lives there that he can visit. See, there you go. Get that spider web out. I know. It'd be nice to know other people in other places and be like, dude, can I crash on your couch? Got a guest room?
Got a guest room, more like that. I got an air mattress I'll bring with me.
Coming from the man, when I met him, he slept on a couch and paid rent. Like, what is that? And Crypto Shrugged Author says that America is backed by the military, Asadime, and Khadifi, etc. I know.
It's hard to say what America is actually backed by.
I mean, I think it is force, sadly, but you never know. I mean, just saying, all of the border right now, that's by force.
True.
So I think it is just force.
I mean, then what if it's all backed by force? And what happens once we get some sort of recognizable AI and you can just print soldiers?
Well, then we're really screwed. Then we're really screwed. Then we're talking like some iRobot crap. Really screwed. Did that work well for the 3 principles of blah, blah, blah? No.
Okay. So I guess if you guys got any further questions or comments, please go ahead and pile in the chat. We'll stop one more time and take a look at it and see what's going on and discuss it. As always, I have all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down there below to help you figure out these cryptocurrency markets a little better. Taxes are coming up. There's stuff down there about helping you figure out taxes. I know a lot of people have made it easier by being able to give you those printouts. I got bad Bitcoin so you don't get suckered into any scams, but I don't really know who's investing in much of anything. There's a few faucets down there. They've been paying out quite a bit since the price of cryptocurrency's been down. I've noticed that. So I'm still hitting those up every time my browser opens up. What else we got down there, Samantha? There's links to all of the different social. There's all the social media that I'm posting to. You got to come follow me on Twitter. There's a free email help desk at eugeneforest20@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Twitter too and ask me questions. A lot of people do that. That's really easy. I'm also on all the other little social media platforms like Tribes and Minds and DTube and Steemit. Come on over there. Give me the thumbs up, the like, the heart, the whatever it is. Collecting these cryptocurrencies will pay off someday in the future, so it's a big plus. It's a great way to help out the channel without taking anything out of your pocket. Don't forget to share, like, and comment on this video. I like to go through. I read all the comments. I write back to everybody. I give them a thumbs up. I heart them. I got donational addresses down below. The donations to those addresses go to the channel in order to buy new equipment, wires, all that kind of stuff. The tally fund, though, that's where you really want to give some money if you got it. I know it's hard with these prices being down. That goes to the flyers. That actually spreads Bitcoin awareness. So that's usually what we like to recommend people to give to.
All right, JT Irby is here now. Yay, woo!
Lecter showed up.
Yeah. He said that he just got $200 in a 10-minute on a short squeeze. Listen, okay? Come on now.
All right.
$200.
Right
there you go.
Keep working it. Keep working it. I mean,
and wait. Ken Bozak.
He
gave you
my man.
a 420 super chat.
Awesome.
Buy some Hodl Fuel coffee on me, bro.
Awesome. Yes, I seen the Hodl Fuel over there with Bitcoin Ben's.
I know special. It, his coffee cup and his brew blend, whateverness. I know his whole little face. Oh, what? And Ken Bozak also says, Couch Surfer is like Airbnb for finding a couch to crash on. What? See? Don't judge Mike.
No, yeah.
Hey, sometimes they're snazzy and they pull out to beds. All right. And Norm says that he is a Canadian currently traveling through Kentucky today on the I-71. Yeah, I-71. I saw military trucks over 2 miles lined up. I must have saw over 200 trucks one by one. What's going on? It was overwhelming. No clue.
No idea.
That's not super awesome as like a thought. I mean, where are 200 military trucks going?
I don't know. We've seen some big caravans, but we used to live over near Patrick Air Force Base.
Yeah.
Near the Cape Canaveral area.
Yeah, I mean, you would see like weird caravans of all of their military stuff one by one out there. And it's like, where are you guys going with a Hummer and a like?
We actually lived over there, and we seen the last space shuttle shoot off, and that was crazy. There was a lot of military out there because they quarantined the whole area, but because a lot of people come to watch it, and because it was the last one,
they were afraid somebody was going to do something stupid.
Yeah, there was tons and tons and tons and tons of people. We actually went and took a boat and went out into the river because we knew that the traffic would be so bad. We just had frigate and spent the whole day out on the water.
Oh, and Ken Bozak apparently is on his way to Canada tomorrow. Well, safe trip.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
That's it.
Pretty much. Everybody's saying hi to Ken.
I know, right? That's amazing that you're here, Ken. I wish you would have came in a little earlier. You would have been able to catch more of the episode. Ken, as always, thank you, and I appreciate it. When you stop in the chat, everybody likes to say, hey, it does everything you can to help boost up the show. If you don't know, I'm out there trying to spread Bitcoin awareness. I've been passing out flyers at electric musical festivals. I got a tally fund down there below for the next event I'm trying to get off to. If you guys can share that out, I have a link to it over on Twitter or post it or whatever you guys can do to help me out. It's a big plus. As always, you guys, keep your BTC safe.
We love you. Go out and have a good night, guys.